Living Center for Effective Living Community, Valerie Ling, clinical psychologist, here with you on a sunshiny November morning. I have with me my cuppa. I'm just settling down. I've transitioned from one hectic morning, which started at 6 o'clock this morning, and just preparing myself before I head off to the next section of the morning. And I thought it's time to actually talk about another color pencil in the month where I'm focusing on resiliency. So if you've ever come in to do a session with me where we do an audit into your well-being factors, in particular if you're someone who has a potential for burnout in their roles, I might pull out a green color pencil and we talk about things to do with health, well-being in terms of our body. Now here's another one of those cliched things we find when someone says, yeah, I know, eat well, exercise well, take care of my body. And I was thinking this morning, why has that become so cliched? And I have a feeling because when we think about our body, with all the stuff that goes on in advertising and our culture, I think we automatically think about fitness and we think about toned bodies. And that might be something that perhaps feels unattainable or even feels a bit too big, too hard. It's not who we are. But I want you to take a moment to actually think about your body as if they were the other person that was born the day that you were born. So when you entered Earth, you had your mind, you had your inner being and the voice that you hear in your head and the inside in terms of who you think you are. But think for a moment about the body that was born with you. It's pretty amazing. It's stretched, it's grown, it's adapted, it's protected, it's provided an avenue for us to do the things that we do. There are bits of our body we rarely look at, but if we did, like the sole of our feet or the underneath of our toes, we would actually see the marks of a well-worn, loyal friend who has actually been with us from the beginning. Now imagine for a minute that you had a friend that had been with you since the day you were born. Maybe you do have someone just like that, a friend who's been with you from childhood. I certainly know I do. And imagine for a minute that you have that person in your frame of reference, someone whom you've been a friend with for a long time. Now, you turn to that friend and you start to say, "You're no use. I don't like the way that you look. I wish I could have landed up with someone else. I really want to change the way that you look. Go away. I don't care if you're not fed. I don't care if you're tired." Would you ever do that? No, it almost feels like you're attacking yourself, doesn't it? If you've known someone from a long time back and they've stayed with you loyally and you turn around and said those things, it would be like saying those things to yourself. Well, guess what? That's what it's like with our bodies. They're actually the ones that who've been with us from the very beginning. And we've got to embrace that back into us, into our sense of identity and into our sense of well-being. And so just as we want to take care of our minds, we also want to take care of our bodies. So what we put into our bodies is important. Right now in the busy period, what are we grabbing for to stuff our bodies with energy? Is it really what it needs? Have we taken a moment to pause and think, how much water have we had? How much fruit and veggie have we had? How much processed stuff have we had? And also, how much enjoyment and pleasure have we given our body in terms of the things that we're putting in and the things that we're taking care of ourselves as well? Maybe it's time to actually stop and say, I'm actually going to embrace you, my old friend, my body, and say, what do you need today? It's been a tough ride. you're helping me get through this busy period. I'm going to take stock and actually see what you need. Yes, please do exercise. Please let your body have some sunshine. Let it have some movement and to feel the glory of what it feels like to have all of its bits working in harmony, in movement. Yes, make sure that it smells nice. You want your body to feel and appreciate that it's something to be enjoyed and something to be appreciated and something to be celebrated. Not always easy to do, but if you can hold that image of an old friend who's stuck with you through thick and thin, and have just a moment of compassion and gratitude for your body and take care of it, you might actually find that it continues to be that loyal friend through this busy period. Take care for now.